America Prep. Thanks for tuning into another video here on the trailer rebuild series. Now, I don't know which number this video is. Probably close to 9 or 10, maybe even more than that since then. But the trailer itself is nearing the end of the build series for the structural side, anyways. I've got some other things cosmetic wise inside to do, and just wiring, that kind of stuff is not done yet. It's not even, holes aren't drilled and that kind of stuff, but for the most part, structurally wise, this thing is ready to go. Today I got the roof completed with the first layer of paint. Everything I'm going to do, like the walls, the roof, the back door, which was, I think was in the last video actually. The door is stacked, it's been glued, it's been fiberglass, it's been painted on the outside, and I still have the inside to do, but everything moved right along very well today. It was close to about 90 degrees today. The humidity was about 60%, and so I had to play with my resin just a little bit because I did both the face, or the front face of the roof, the top, and the back door all in one day. And so I had to put a little bit more hardener in it, but with the heat, I actually had to do my work fast because the hardener would gel up before it would, was completed out of the container that I was mixing it in. So, but it is on, and this set is not going anywhere. Very stiff. I have my reinforcements that are going on my walls to put up yet, but overall, very stiff, and I am enjoying this whole construction piece here. So I'm going to do a quick time lapse here because this is actually going to be probably one of the last times that I actually put it all together. I have everything ready to go except for the front face here. The walls are ready to be put in, the door is ready to be put on, but I can't put the door on and bolt it together until the walls are on, especially the right wall, because the way it bolts on goes through the back angle, and that is right in my way. So I'm going to put in a time lapse like I have the other videos, just to kind of speed it up for you guys. I know it's kind of a nuisance, kind of an annoying thing, watching these videos and listening to me talk or whatever, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed the build, and as much as I have anyways. It's much cheaper for you guys to watch YouTube than it is for me to build this. So far, I mean, $250 for the trailer as it was, $100 for the wood, $80 for the 2 gallons of fiberglass resin, some fiberglass mat, stuff that I didn't need necessarily, $30 for paint. It all adds up pretty quick. So I've got, probably $600 total with the entire thing set up. So that's in 7 weeks. Not even that, 5 weeks, because I started the build on July 17th. So it was a nice cheap build. So let me get out and quit talking here, and I want to turn on the time-lapse mode and get everything cleaned out, vacuumed out, and the walls put in for final assembly. Well guys, I want to apologize for the fact that it's the next day now. Somewhere in the mix last night, my phone was at 20% when I started the video, so I went inside and I got the charger and everything, and I had like a 10-foot cord. And I had it over here doing a time lapse, and somewhere in the mix I pulled that cord out of the wall and my phone died. And once it gets to 20%, it takes like 4 to 5 minutes to die. Great iPhone 7. Anyways, the roof was on last night, the top and the front, this side was on last night. I think the time lapse includes me bolting this on, you know, sliding both sides in and bolting that on. Not for sure 100%. Got this side bolted down, and of course everything has been siliconed around, and it's white to clear drying silicone, so it dries clear, and once I get paint on it, you won't even see it. I tested it out, it blends very nicely. These bolts here are outward facing right now because the front face, which goes of course right here, has to go on that side first, and it comes in and slaps in to this side, and the bolts would be in the way. So I had to put the bolts there basically so I could make sure it's all tight and ready to go. The very interesting thing about my silicone is that it like ate the paint underneath. So I hope in the long run my topside paint really does stick to it. I don't know. But anyways, the back door is on. It runs very smoothly, and it's very dark over here. I apologize. I had to make a couple of minor adjustments to, like, say this bolt right here. I had to chisel this out. I haven't cleaned it up yet completely, but I'll round this out nice and clean. And I had to do the same thing down here. And I did get this plate off. I think I talked to you guys about that last night. But anyways, the door itself, I made it, and it worked out just fine, that the top and the bottom are bowed in on both sides, and then the outside, or the middle, is kind of bowed out. Now that is to make sure, I know, crazy ingenuity, that the top and bottom touch first, which they do, just like so. And I don't know if you can see this here. There is a slight gap in here, not crazy. So that's when I take this, push it on, center down, lock it, it'll be tight. My plan worked out, and I'm excited for that. I didn't think it would, but it did. These hinges were kind of a pain in the butt to get adjusted because this door is so awkward, but it just took some adjustment in the sides and the front to actually get it up and down and back and forth just right. But today, oh, I did get my light in, look at that. That'll be my front porch light. It's just a tag light, I think I showed you in one video. That is hooked up, not hooked up yet, but it's in. Wires are still hanging. I've got my 5 running lights up here. Very cool, watch this. I only got the 3 center ones hooked up, but I got it hooked up to my jumper pack. Look at this. It's, you know, bright in here. These are daylight lights. Pretty bright. And so the intentions with the lights, which I do plan on doing today, is having these 5, of course, and then I'll have one down here on this corner and one over here on the left corner that are yellow. So they'll run down, you know, shine down on the ground. And then I'll have 3 red, 1 red, and then of course the tail lights right here. Just to give it a little bit of a look. Shine like crazy, because at night, these 3 lights right here lit the garage up last night. I could probably show you this. Let's do it live. How about this? Turn off the lights. Darkness. You can kind of see me there. I can't see shit. Alright, here we go. See it? Boom. Lit the garage up. That's 3 LED lights. I have 2 more here and 5 more to put on the sides. So I know it's kind of hard. There we go. Now you can see me. But look at those lights. They are bright. They may be too bright for the back of the vehicle, you know. But I did, they kind of shine in 2 different directions. Not really directional. But the lights themselves, let's get underneath the light here. If you can kind of see them lights, or the lines, sorry. If you turn them this way, they kind of shine up and down. Turn them this way, they shine across. So, being that the lights are at an angle anyways, I think they'll be fine and not shining directly in my eyes in the mirror. but I'm extremely excited for what it looks like. We're going to be lighting up the road, and I'm going to have, of course, my internal lights hooked up to the 12 volt, car line, and then I'm going to have them split off and into a battery box, which will be sitting up here eventually, which is why I bought this. And I know this is a lot of video for this little segment, so it's getting up to 6 minutes on this section, and it was probably 5 or 6 minutes from last night, and I got 16 minutes to upload directly from my phone. So anyways, keep calm and carry on. The next section I'm going to be drilling the lights out, and I'm going to actually put in the other window, and fit that front. So keep calm and carry on. Stay safe. See you later. If you're interested in seeing picture and video updates days or weeks before a YouTube video, go over to Instagram and follow Mid-America Prep and Vintage Camper Resto, where I post videos and pictures daily, weeks before YouTube.